Hello there, gorgeous. My name is Nicole Elissa, transformational love coach for amazing women all over the world. I'm a big believer in love. I believe love is what heals this world and that we need more love. And because of that, I created an amazing video series called Empowered and Attractive Women in Love, where I really guide you over a series of 14 videos to truly attract your most ideal partner and just be ready for it. So I invite you to subscribe to my channel and subscribe to the email list and community below so that you can get additional prompts to get the most of the series and an additional love forecast. So ladies, I hope you've been enjoying the videos. And today I wanted to share with you a really important thing, and it's the art of receiving. I'm going to show you how to truly let yourself receive and really create that energy, that embodiment of receiving in your body, in your being, in your spirit, so that your energy is really magnetic for the right type of man or partner that you want in your life, okay? As we know, feminine energy is not just about the mind. It's not about knowing what to say. Like, it's just, I'm gonna put it to you this way. I wanna help you really have what you say to a man or what you do really work, okay? So one thing that is important to know is that feminine energy is about embodiment. Masculine energy is about doing, okay? So many times I don't know if you felt frustrated because you say the right things to a man, but it's not working, okay? Or you achieve certain things in life in hopes of raising the bar on the type of man that you attract in your life, but you don't see anything happening, okay? I really get that frustration because for me, I didn't really understand what was going on in my love life. I was smart, successful, clear about where I wanted to go, knew that I was beautiful. And by the way, I believe every woman is beautiful. So, and I mean that to heart. So the thing is that I was like, what's going on? So I used to focus a lot on my career and getting an additional degree and all of those things, but it wasn't working. That's not a bad or negative thing on men. It had to do all with my energy. So I had to realize that in order for my feminine energy to be magnetic, to be attractive, to be goddess-like, I needed to make sure that my mind, my heart, my body, my sacral chakra, right? But also my spirit and my soul were really all kind of intertwined and sending out the same message and signal, a signal of worthiness, a signal of endearment, a signal of being desirable and attractive and lovable, and all those different positive things. See, I used to walk through the world seeing how if a friend of mine or somebody that I consider a sister of mine, she was having a bad day and she would share with certain friends or people, they will all be sort of kind to her. But when I would go through it, like, or communicate it, people weren't really responding the same way. They would tell me that I was complaining, that I was going through a difficult moment, to just get over it. And I was like, so what's the difference between them, like, and me? Like, why am I not receiving love in general or acceptance or the level of support that I truly deserve? You know, I'm a good person. And I know that many of you actually are going through this like this. It's like, why am I not getting the support, the encouragement, or you're not feeling seen? So what is it that makes a woman be seen and encouraged, supported, be provided for? And what makes another woman not go through that if you know that you're a good person and things you deserve that? So I know that that can be frustrating. What's really happening in many cases is that you have a different belief. You have a thought that says maybe it's not going to happen, but then your heart really wants it and your body says something different, okay? That is a simple way of looking at it. So we try to look at ourselves as feminine beings as linear, like men are, but we're not linear at all, right? So we have ebbs and flows. We have you know how they say that you have like a brain on like your gut, and then you have on your mind, and then your heart talks to. all of those things in a way that they're true. Like, you are not just your body, you're not just your mind. So the biggest issue that you have to receiving is that you are treating yourself as linear. Okay, you are trying to change things just in your mind, and that is a big thing. Many women have a fear of accessing their real feelings and emotions in their heart, because they have fears of what's in their heart, fears of not being good enough, no matter the amount of success that they have, feeling like they have to improve themselves over and over and over to get a better position in their work life or in their career or in their business. And it's just a never ending story of never feeling fully satisfied with who they are. There's a lot of confusion trapped in those areas. For some, I got the energy that it's some for you, like in the back of your heart, and others it's in your hip area, where you carry a lot of energy of being accepted and being wanted. Your relationship with men, how men treat you, you store that energy there, those impressions of the world. There's many ideologies of how this is formed, like when you're this age to this age, you're developing this chakra. When you're this age to this age, you're developing this chakra, etc. But it's not just about the chakras, it's about how you relate with the world and how you create that fabric in your being. Okay, so you want to make sure that your energies, you are courageous enough and committed enough to actually look at your heart and have the willingness to release what is there, the emotional ties that are there, and getting it aligned. Okay, I remember just hitting a wall all of the time. I remember dressing up, I remember doing my hair, doing all these things. I was preparing myself in all the ways that I was sold through the media of just looking pretty or doing something of that nature. But the thing was that I wasn't really working on the inside too, and really having the courage to explore what were the unconscious belief systems that are there. So you need to really explore what's in your heart, but then also, or in your body, but you also need to have the ability to listen and the courageousness to release the stories, so that the truth of you, worthiness, clarity, knowing, lovability, amazingness, like just who you are, just purity, like really starts to shine through. Like, you've seen that these thoughts of having to achieve to succeed, or not feeling met, not being seen, they're not taking you to where you want to go. So these emotional roots, I go through this with my clients and I help them really clear them for good. Now, you need to want to have them cleared for good. Okay, you need to make that decision. I tend to work with really bold women, right, where they just have a very clear vision. And I always say this is not for the faint-hearted. Not because you're going to suffer in the process. It's just you have to commit. Okay, like that's, if you get anything from me, you have to be decided from the go. You want love? You want amazing love? You want to be met with passion, with clarity, with certainty? Then you need to embody those things for yourself first. Okay, so, and also have an open energy to receive it. Okay, so many women are like, Nicole, I want it, I'm committed to it, but they're not really open. They're not open to receive feedback. They're not open to to receive it from a man, because they're just not open. They are stuck or stubborn on their thoughts of men not meeting them, or a deep-seated belief of not wanting to look inside of their hearts because they don't want to face the feeling of them not being good enough. So I totally get it. I hear you. I know what that is like. And at the same time, I've had moments in my journey where I faced certain energies that for me were like, wow, but here's the thing. I needed to learn how to not attach myself to them. And that's where the clearing energy that I do came into place. Okay, because I am not telling you, Nicole, or your name, go through this so that you feel bad. I'm saying go through this because you finally liberate yourself from these feelings, and it's actually going to be easy. You're not going to have to suffer as you release them. I don't believe in suffering. I'm saying I want you to have peace. Okay, Once your energy starts to pick up on the energy of peace, on your worth, right? You're not fighting anyone, you're open, right? You're not doubting, you're not protecting yourself. Then you start to attract that type of attraction and response in men, because your energy is not only clear on receiving, but it's also clear on men and your worthiness and your relationship with men and the world. The main difference why I wasn't receiving that attention that my other girlfriends were was because they had an energy where it was right, it was good, it was safe, it was normal for them to have that love, right? Their personalities were endearing. I grew up in an environment where my personality was not considered endearing, okay? And I didn't get it because I was a sweetheart, and then when I was mad, I was criticized for it, but I was just yo-yoing with my energy. But the thing is that I didn't really have that core upbringing, like that energy of love. Now, it's interesting because I've worked with this with women all over the world, and it's not that you did it, like you had to have like a bad childhood or anything. It can be just a moment in time, something that made you feel unlovable, that you took to heart, being an innocent kid or a young adult or an experience, because we're all really innocent regardless of the age that we're in. That's why we take on all these negative belief systems in the first place. Okay, we're all really innocent. So you want to really be gentle and love it with yourself and release it, because it's not like, oh, you know, many women tell me like, Nicole, I'm not sure if I relate fully because I didn't have like a bad childhood. It's not about the bad childhood. It's how you learn how to cope with it, and the intertwined energy, and how you start creating your world because of it. So here's what I want you to know. The second step that I want you to really think about here when it comes to receiving is that you want to treat yourself as if you're treating a child, right? If a child needs something, you give it to the child, and like if it's necessary for him, and you give it with a loving, tender heart, okay? Many women, when they hear what I just said, they go into the cycle of, well, why didn't I know any better? But why didn't I do this? That is the problem. You're attacking yourself. You're not being present. You need to show up for yourself and for your value, okay? When you are complaining and you are judging and you're fearful of stepping and choosing yourself, how do you want somebody to choose you if you're not choosing yourself? That is the truth. How do you want somebody to choose you if you are not choosing yourself? So choosing yourself can be just the first step of actually really learning how to receive, learning to choose yourself, working on your energy, clearing your energy. Those are steps in choosing yourself. So as you do it, you want to do it in the energy of how you want a man to choose you. Do you want a man to be protective of you, providing, caring, etc., understanding of you? Then you need to choose yourself in that understanding, caring, loving way. Basically have this neon sign of, I would do everything for me. I would do everything, right? Because it's right. I am worthy of giving myself that. And I'm saying this is because a lot of women, when it comes to love coaching, and I'm bringing it up, like there's a lot of shame. There's a lot of ingrained, like just shame of like, what are my friends going to think of me? Like, why am I getting a love coach when others don't? Or why am I getting this help? There's nothing wrong with you. The belief that there's something wrong with you, or the shame, is the issue. And it was there before you even thought about getting this help. It was there all along. It was a coping mechanism. It was a fear of like, why aren't people loving me fully? Why isn't love working for me? The ego will have you attack yourself and fear that you're going to be attacked by others. Okay? So that is the fear of the ego. That's why I say that love is also a spiritual manner. And I'm not just talking about the chakras. Many people trying to heal from their ego, their chakras. So when I mean committed, I say, and I speak to you truly, you have to make this decision from your spirit and your soul, okay? So when you face your ego, you're not trying to heal from it, okay? You're healing from your soul. You made a decision that you want to evolve, you want to move forward, you want great love, okay? And you're going to treat yourself with the reverence that you deserve. So The ego fears attack, expects attack, wants to create separation between you and everybody else on the planet. It's going to make you feel inadequate. It's that voice in your mind that tells you that you're inadequate, that it's things not going to work out. It's the one that keeps you stuck on a guy that is not the right fit for you. Your ego is the issue. Okay? So it's your personality and how you learn to cope with the world. Trying to heal yourself or change yourself at the same level of consciousness, how Albert Einstein says, is not the issue. That's why I tell you have to make a choice. And it's a surrendered choice. I'm going to do this out of love for myself, and I'm going to be open to what I need to do. What you need to do might not be to work with me, might be to work with somebody else. But what I'm encouraging you to do is do whatever it is that you need to do for yourself and for your vision, rather than waiting for somebody to come in. When I tell you, do what you need to do, it's not saying go pursue the guy, go be the masculine person. I am telling you, work on yourself. Do what you need to do so that your energy and your embodiment is the right fit for the type of relationship and man that you want, but not just for the relationship, but for yourself. Feminine energy, we can be strong incubators of a new energy, right? We are the energy of embodiment. So why not be incubators of energy of readiness, of love, of happiness, of joy, of worthiness, of deservedness, of receivership, rather than waiting for a man to dictate whether you're good enough or not? Why not learn how to give to yourself first? Many women want a man to give to them when they don't even know how to give to themselves. Or when they give to themselves, they're riddled with guilt, insecurity, wrongness, or shame, no matter how successful they are. Okay? So you can be successful and just try to use your mind to change things. But if you are trying to use your mind only to change things, but you're not moving forward, or you say, Nicole, I know this, but you still don't do it fully. If you're not doing it fully, there is a contradictory belief going on around in your energy that is holding more power or keeping you away from what you want. So as women, as feminine beings, what we need to look is for full body energetic alignment, okay? Full body, soul, spirit, energetic alignment. Embodiment of the truth, of the worthiness, of the goddess within us, okay? So we want to look for that, because when we know something, we do it. And there's no contradiction in our being, in our spirit about who we are, okay? There's just no contradiction. What is within, underneath it all, is just peace. People might talk about you. Who does she think she is to have that amount of love, happiness, success, money? But you're not troubled by it, because your soul is committed to rise above that and not suffer and not normalize the pain, the anxiety, the stress, okay? You want more. And in your commitment to more, you will get there. And it doesn't need to be till the end of the earth before you get your man. No, you just want to be aligned enough. And for many women, this needs to happen at the level of their heart and in their bodies and in their souls, not just their mind. So when you hear yourself, Nicole, I've done so much work, but it's not working, ask yourself, am I resistant to change? Am I resistant to the feeling? Am I resistant to let go of the feelings and the emotions that are going on within me? Okay? So if you are resistant, you need to become humble, right? Humble, humble, humble. Relationship with the universe, right? And just release it. You're not alone. The universe wants to help you. The news flash is that we are in relationship to everything. So when you're trying to be an independent woman to the point where you're not in relationship to people, you're not willing to let go of things, then you know that that's the ego. So it requires a humble heart. It's like a servant heart, to just be service to yourself. Look, no, thank you for what you've done for me all these years. And now I want to evolve. I need to evolve. Because when a woman lets herself fully embody the worthiness, that energy of just peace and serenity within her and calm, and she doesn't stick with the shame, inner shame, or anything of that sort, she rises, okay? She really rises. She grows, and she lets herself have the love that she wants. A common thing that I'm seeing with my clients right now, they're like, oh my God, Nicole, if I release this, am I just going to be a happy person now? Oh my God, it's so funny because I actually heard that from like 5 clients last week. So we've reached those moments in time where we see where the ego kind of holds on to the drama, to the pain, to the misery. Okay. And it was trying to normalize it, but we don't need to live that way. We can live in peace. We can live in clarity and knowing and deservedness. So that is the vision that I have for you, right? Having the courage to release that so that you can just be big, be bold, receive. We need more souls and more people, more women that are willing to receive more, right? It heals not only us, but it heals the relationship with the masculine too. You know, when a woman is at peace and at peace with the masculine, we create a peace on earth rather than fighting and being right about what we don't want. So, ladies, I hope this video was kind of like a revelation for you. You get to receive, you get to truly let yourself have the love that you want. And I'm going to ask you to give me your comments and give me, I'm getting tongue tied now. Send me or write your comments in the comment section below. And I want to know what you got from this. What about this video was really, really key for you? And also, let me know what sort of additional questions you have for this video series. I would love to support you. I'm here for you. And for those of you who are interested in my signature program, Goddess of Love, okay, it's opening right up 2020, but the doors are already open for it, and there's a discounted price for joining now. You can talk to me this week, almost this weekend, where I'm going to support you in really finding out where are you at, how can I help you and attract the one. I give you not only the strategies to attract the one, dating tips, feminine energy, embodiment tricks, but I also help you really heal so that the transformation is 360, and it's the most transformational program, like if you ask me, available on earth. Like I love it, I love it, I love it because I'm wildly passionate about what I do, and it's for a group signature of women that are really, that want that deep change, you know, and their souls are yearning for it, and they just want amazing epic love for the next year. Okay, ladies, I'm excited to connect with you. The link is below if you want to talk to me about Goddess of Love, and if you want to know how I can help you in a private or group format. I go deep, and I want to help you truly have the transformation and the love that you desire. Take care.